Welcome back to your Daily Dose. I'm your host, Alize, and this is the Daily Dose where you already know we stay doing the most. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and make sure you get this video a like. And to not miss any videos, make sure you hit that bell so you get a notification. I will be dropping videos Wednesday through Friday, okay? No excuses, you heard me? No excuses. Friday through Monday is when I work, so I will be dropping videos on my off days. So, you feel me? All right. But anyway, Tuesday is normally my resting day. That's the only day that I rest because after I work, I rest on Tuesday. I'm off Tuesday through Thursday, but instead I'll just drop videos Wednesday through Friday because that's when I start my routine. I do my workouts and things of that nature. So Tuesday is just my rest day. But yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. I want you guys to remember that everything that I tell you is basically based off of my own experience and things that I'm already, doing each and every day behind the scenes, okay? Behind this camera, all right? So I wanted to talk about what feels natural to you, okay? And I was reading the book, The Atomic Habits by James Clear. I have not finished the book. Actually, I just started back reading it. I'm almost finished with the book. I'm gonna read it again too. But anyway, he pointed out something when he was talking about habits and how he said like a lot of us don't, we don't actually stay consistent with habits is because we don't make it natural. We don't do something that is going to be natural to our abilities. That's going to be something that we want to actually keep doing. You know how when some people, like when they work out, for example, a lot of people, like when you see people who are like on their fitness goals, they love working out. Like they built themselves to a point where like they don't dread working out. They get up and they're like, oh, let's do this. I love working out. I love feeling good because how it makes your body feel and stuff like that. And they have this consistent habit of continuing to do it. You feel me? Even if they might sometimes wake up, they just like, you know what? Forget all that, because mentally they're strong. So I wanted to take this into when it comes to you manifesting the things that you want to manifest. Okay, I want you to take away, close out the rest of the world. I don't want you to focus on not even what I say. Don't focus on what the other coaches are telling you. Don't focus on this video, that video. I want you to do what naturally comes to you and what naturally feels right. I've heard so many people talk about, I've heard different videos of how you could trick the subconscious mind, because when you tell yourself, when you're used to saying negative things to yourself and when you're used to having a negative self-talk, like when you're used to constantly, like when you want to do something and then that doubt creeps in and then you're just like, you know what, I don't think I should do it. Subconsciously you have been wired to think a certain way, right? So you have limiting beliefs. So when you say things like I am capable of this, there might be a voice in your head, in the back of your mind, saying no you're not, or I'm not. So do things that are going to be natural for you. If you can do ask formations, and what ask formations is a way to trick the subconscious mind into believing that the things that the things that you want to create, you already have them. Like for example, like if you say, you're a person who doesn't tell yourself like nice things on a daily basis. You call yourself stupid, you call yourself dumb or ugly, whatever. You tell yourself, why am I so beautiful today? Why am I so this? Why am I so that? Why do people just radiate towards me? Why am I so captivating? Why am I so magnetic? Why am I so intelligent? Why am I so smart? Why does everything come to me so easily? You start to trick your subconscious mind, and that can actually create a new habit within itself. It could be something fun, because you see how that is. You see how it's gonna make you, instead of saying I am, because a lot of people can't do that. I do that because that's just what comes naturally to me. Affirmations is more like what, but then sometimes I do affirmation. It depends, but just, you know what I'm saying? And this is where you could create something. You could create a new habit, following a new habit. So that way you don't have to dread getting up every morning to do affirmations, or when you do your nightly affirmations. When you're manifesting your desires, when you're going into visualization, some people, you know, some people, they have this thing where they don't want to do it, or they feel like, oh, I have to do this in order to manifest what I want. But these techniques is not to manifest the things that you desire. It's to suppress the subconscious mind. Remember, the mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is not. So therefore, you can trick it into believing anything that you want to believe. And naturally, if you keep constantly visualizing something or affirming something, your mind is going to suppress to the subconscious mind. Remember, your subconscious mind is wide awake the first moment you wake up. So when you wake up, that's the moment to really go into either a very deep, I think it's kin to state sleep, whatever, state akin to sleep, where you're going into either visualizing or whatever, or doing your affirmations, whatever. But this is, like I said, do things that are going to be natural to you. Do not look at these videos or come to my channel and think, I'm going to do what Alizé says. I'm going to do what she says, because what if that's not natural to you? And it may be something in the end that you don't want to keep doing, and you're not going to be consistent with it. It's just like the same thing with a habit. A lot of people will do something somebody else is doing without actually asking themselves, what comes natural to me? What is my natural ability? Okay? Don't look at another person and think like, oh, I'm going to do the same thing that person is doing. Because what if it's not natural to you? What if it doesn't feel natural to you? When we're manifesting, we want to do something that's going to be easy for us. We don't want to make it harder for ourselves, so we want to make it easier for ourselves. And the way we do that is trying out different things. If you like to affirm. If you like to visualize. You don't have to do every step that Neville Goddard says to do. You don't have to do every step that Joseph Murphy talks about doing. You don't have to do every step that these manifesting coaches are telling you to do. The whole point is to really remain in the wish fulfilled and know that it is happening, it is done, and it will come when it's going to come. You don't know when the manifestation is going to happen. You don't know how it's going to take place, where it's going to take place, when. And that's not for you to know. It's really, manifestation is supposed to be something that is fun. It's supposed to be something that feels good. You don't want to affirm because you feel like you have to do it. You don't want to visualize because you feel like you have to do it. No, you want to create a system that's going to work for you, that's going to benefit you. And if you visualize, make it fun. Make visualizing fun. If you know, like, you just want to close your eyes and just for like 5-10 minutes and just be like, you know what, I'm visualizing my new place. You know, where are you with your car, your specific person, the love of your life, your soul, whatever. You're somewhere on goddamn the Bahamas, baby. Wherever you want to, what make it fun. Because when you make it fun, that's what's going to make you want to consistently do it, right? And so, like I said, if it doesn't feel natural, then don't force yourself to do it. You don't have to say I am. Some people can't say I am because you gonna have that. It was like that for me, but I pushed past it. But it's still like those little words be like da da da, and I'm like no. And what I like to do is, what makes me comfortable, what makes me feel good, what makes me consistently do it is mirror work. I like to do mirror work. I like to pump myself up. Before I even start my day, I like to pump myself up. First off, I pray, then I work out, and then I take a break. Because after I'm finished working out, I'm like, damn, whoo, let me take a break real quick. But, but no. So like, I'm like, okay, I like to do mirror work. I like to do things. I don't look at it as, oh, let me do mirror work. You know what I'm saying? Let me just go into the mirror and just do this. I gotta do this to do that. No, because this is just something that's natural to me. I like to do it. And sometimes when I'm in the shower, I just tell myself like things that are gonna make me feel good. I'm like, I'm an amazing woman. I'm attractive. I'm a goal setter. You feel me? I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, people just like, damn, that's the Daily Dose of Alizé. You know, like, I'm the CEO. Like, nigga, this is my reality. I am a goddess. So these are things that feel good to me. So you want to do things that are going to feel good to you. And that's why I added into the habits, because when James Clear was talking about, you want to make a habit fun. When you make it fun, you're going to want to do it. Okay. And then another video, I'm going to talk about how you hold yourself accountable when you don't do what you're supposed to do. But we're going to talk about that later. So yeah, definitely when you make it fun, like manifestation should never be anything that's hard. It should never be anything that's difficult, because we make it difficult because we assume that we see everybody else manifesting and doing what they were supposed to do, having the things that they desire, and we don't know that you have to go. They did a lot of inward work. They had to do a lot of work on themselves in order to actually get the things that they wanted to get. Because like Jim Rohn said, it's not about achieving the things that you want. It's about becoming the person that you need to become in order to achieve your goals. Because a lot of us forget, okay, I could have a certain mentality. I don't need to work on myself in order to achieve my goals, or I don't need to work on myself to get my specific person. Okay, don't work on yourself. Don't love yourself. Constantly put that person on a pedestal. Constantly keep putting people on a pedestal. You're going to keep experiencing the same things that you don't want to do, the same things that you don't want, because you're not sustaining the manifestation, because you're thinking that you don't need to work on your self-love. You don't need to work on your self-conception. If you have a crappy self-conception, if you have a crappy, if you think of yourself in a very low vibrational state, you're going to naturally keep attracting what you do not want in love. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that toxicity. I used to say, damn, I like my women toxic. No, I don't. I don't like my women toxic, because that toxicity is not good. But somewhere I have been toxic. Somewhere I think I'm toxic. So I attracted what I was, because that's how I was thinking. Correct? Okay. So you want to change that, right? And how do you change that? You have to become the person who can achieve that goal. You can become that real estate agent. You could become the next Albert Einstein. Well, not, you don't really you get what I'm saying. I'm not saying take his name, baby. That's not what I'm saying. But you could become the next Stephen King. Not literally like them, but you can be somebody like, damn, you could surpass Stephen King, Albert Einstein. You could do anything you put your mind to. But you have to first believe in yourself, right? Okay. So, but yeah, like I was saying, going back to what really is natural to you, do something that's going to feel good to you. Don't constantly keep watching these videos, and these videos are telling you this is the specific way of what you have to do. You have to do this. You don't have to do that. You want to do something that works for you. Everybody manifests differently, baby. Everybody's journey is different. Just because that person may have got their manifestation within a month, don't mean that you gonna get it in a year. Just because that person may have got whatever they wanted, you don't know what they had to go through behind the scenes. And manifestation works so beautifully, because you never know what you have to do, what will happen. The universe, God works in mysterious ways. So baby, you might be thinking, like, what? Like, let me tell you something. Okay, when I told y'all about the law of attraction and the law of assumption, I believe in both. Okay, I've utilized both the law of attraction and law of assumption. This is what I did. When I was manifesting my old SP, I used to wake up all the time, script. I used to affirm all day. And it was running me rampant to the point where I woke up. This was years ago. I woke up and nigga, all I heard was these goddamn words. I couldn't shut my brain off. I said, shut up. So it was too much, baby. And so I'm watching a video and I'm thinking, they saying affirm. And I'm like, I'm exhausted of affirming. I'm tired. So I stopped scripting. I stopped affirming. I stopped doing all that shit. And let me tell you, I would see people wearing her favorite color. I would see her name. I would see all these synchronicities, all these things. And I'm like, ooh, that's a sign. That's a sign. And I remember when Neville said, don't focus on signs, because the more you focus on signs, you keep creating more signs. So I said, you know what? Fuck this shit. Ooh, my bad. I cursed. Ooh. Ah! I'm going to give myself my punishment later. Ooh, you don't do that. Okay, sorry. Anyway. So basically, I was like, you know what, man? I was sick of this. Boom. So I gave up. I remember I cried one night, and then I I wrote down this other person, and I scripted it, didn't care, just threw threw the notebook, and I was crying, and I said, I'm done. And the moment I met this other person, I met this other woman. We've been friends for like 7 years. This my nigga right here. She gonna always be my homie. Shout out to Candace. That's my nigga on me. But dead serious. Like, we've had ups and downs, but that's because of my own subconscious beliefs and what I believe within myself. Now our friendship has really grown, and like, I'm talking about whoo. But anyway, like I said, so that happened, and I manifested this person. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go because I didn't manifest the specific details. But in the process of me forgetting about my SP, I just dropped it and was done. I washed my hands. My old SP came back. She hit me up, and I was looking through my phone. I didn't even pay attention to my phone like that. I wasn't on social media. She hit me up on Instagram talking about, oh, I want to see where this goes. I want us, I've been thinking about you and this, that, and the third. And I was like, what? So it was crazy. So that was how I was just like, for me, I just kind of dropped the outcome, and I kind of just let it go. Because a lot of us, we get caught in this thing of, I have to do this technique to manifest. You're not doing the techniques to manifest. They don't manifest nothing. What manifests is you. You're manifesting it, okay? You are the creator. Therefore, you're the author. You're writing the story, baby. So what's going to, you believing, you having faith. Sometimes you want to take a break. Take a break sometimes. It's okay. You don't have to, you know what? You don't have to affirm all day. Affirm in the morning, affirm at night, visualize, whatever. But like I said, do something that's going to make you, that's going to be easy for you. Don't do it because other people are saying do it, baby. Because when you doing it that way, you're going to make it complicated for yourself. It might not work for you like that. Some people manifest by just scripting it out, forgetting about it, and letting it go. Some people manifest by affirming constantly, which I don't know why. But some people do that. Some people do it by visualization. Some people can't visualize. Some people can't sit there and just visualize somebody. Because sometimes I've done it too. Like, I'm like, what the hell? I have inner conversations, baby. And make it fun. If you having inner conversations about, oh, bro, hey, yo, CJ, man, I'm proud of you, bro. You got that business up, baby. Whoop-de-whoop. Act like that's your homie JoJo, baby. Talk to your homie JoJo. I be talking to my people. Bruh, I remember everybody's voice. It's crazy. I be having inner conversations. And those inner conversations is what's really, and I be having fun. Like, people be like, what's wrong with you? And I'm a Cancer. So Cancers, we live in our imagination. So, baby, I don't care. Okay. Like, seriously. Also, real stuff. Like, we just literally, like, we just be chilling. Like, Cancers, we just be in our imagination, like, all day, every day. Like, give me a minute. What you want? Why you bothering me? I need 5-10 minutes to myself to visualize, to imagine where I'm at, because I don't want to be here right now. But no, seriously. So do something that's going to be easy for you, baby. Don't do what I'm doing. Don't do what Cheryl doing down the street. Cheryl could be just because Cheryl got that Bugatti, you don't know what Cheryl had to do to go get that Bugatti. You don't know that. So you over here talking about Cheryl got her Bugatti. She got da 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 da. Okay, but you don't know what Cheryl had to do. You don't know what she had to do. So don't focus on that. Cheryl did something that makes it way easier for her, and that she can benefit from. Because at the end of the day, that's why we're not consistent with habits, because we don't make it fun. We don't do something that's going to make us get up and be like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. We don't do that. We just be like, I have to do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. But no, baby, just make it fun. Do what is going to be better and beneficial for you, because at the end of the day, you might not be somebody who visualizes. You might not be somebody who likes to affirm. You might be somebody who likes to script, write it down. You know what I'm saying? Say a few affirmations or whatever. Or yeah, like I said, script. What is it? Scripting, affirming visualization. Some people like to fall asleep to beliefs at night. I do that too, which I'll be waking up and my earphones out of my ear and I'm like, no, you not. But no, seriously, some people like to do that, or some people like to meditate. Some people like to give themselves a time to meditate, visualize what they have, and then boom, go on about their day. Okay? Because and don't be so obsessive over it. The point of you manifesting what you want is to not obsess over it. Don't obsess over something that's already been created for you, that is already yours, that is already meant for you. Okay? And I was watching a video with the law of polarity, which is the opposite is happening. We have a different universes. So you might be thinking that in one universe, you and your specific person may not be together. In another universe, you and your specific person are together. And then another universe, you and your SP don't know each other. Y'all never probably don't even exist. That person don't even exist, don't know their name, whatever. Baby, which one do you want to experience? If you want to experience that, the one where you're happily married, waking up to your SP, then experience it. I don't care what nobody say. It is proof. I am living proof. Other people are living proof. You can manifest any specific person. It does not matter. So do not let nobody tell you that is not true. Don't let nobody fill your head up and tell you manifestation ain't real. Baby, you're not real. You're not real. Don't bring that over here because you don't believe in yourself. Okay? Yeah. So, baby, yeah. So, like I said, make it easier for you and make it fun. Okay? Because when you make it fun, you create a system. You're going to be like, oh, I like doing this. Girl, okay, I'm gonna call y'all later. Bye. You finna dream about fucking, I did it again. You gonna dream about, not that word. That's not what I meant. You gonna dream about Jeremy or Darian or whoever, whatever. Damn, Darian. That's a nice name. You gonna dream about them or whatever. Them calling you, dreaming. You gonna visualize them calling you. You gonna be like, girl, I gotta call you back. Let me give you, what? Okay. Get in your little, you know what I'm saying? And then you just do your thing and just make it fun, because when you're gonna make it fun for yourself. Don't make it stressful. Manifestation is not stressful, baby. It's very fun. You can manifest many people. You can manifest anything you want. You can manifest somebody bringing you coffee every day. Your favorite Starbucks coffee every day. What Judy Bloom. Judy. My bad. No, but seriously, freaking your coworker, Sarah, bringing you coffee every day, girl. You what? Mary, I got you your coffee today. Girl, you like, oh, girl, really? She didn't even have to tell you what kind of coffee you wanted. You don't even know how she knew. She just said, oh, she probably watched you. She probably just got the thought transmission. We gonna talk about that another day. You just, what? And now Sarah bringing you your favorite Starbucks every day. She talking about, girl, you ain't gotta repay me. She just bringing you coffee. Your favorite coffee. However you like it. Vanilla bean with... I like the vanilla bean with the caramel. Almond milk. Whipped cream. Extra caramel. You know what I'm saying? And she bringing that to you every day. And you just like... What? And you... Thank you, Sarah. I'm serious though. Stuff like this can happen. Like, you could really manifest stuff like that. Because I remember one time I said, damn, I'm hungry. And I remember I was at work. And next thing you know, my coworker just came and was like, hey, I got some food. You want some? I said, what? This is real. This is real. I'm telling you, stuff is real, bro. Thoughts are real. They're power. So if you don't be thinking like, oh, it ain't nothing. And I'm going to tell you too. The biggest thing is when nothing is happening. But we're going to talk about that on the next video. So like I said, make sure you make it easy for you, baby. And make sure y'all read that book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. That really is changing my perspective in my life on a lot of things, of a lot of habits, unhealthy habits that I have had and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm definitely gonna be showing y'all a lot more videos, especially my lifestyle of the foods that I eat and the foods that I no longer can eat. And I'm gonna share with y'all, do like a mukbang with y'all one day, and we gonna get into it. But yeah, so like I said, do what is natural to you. Okay, natural, baby. If it comes natural, keep doing it. If it's not for you, then baby, try something else. Peace. Ooh.